Welcome in, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be me doing a tutorial on making the sweater. It's The Boy Is Mine. If you haven't heard, Brandon and Monica has come together to do this concert, and I decided to make the sweater to wear to the concert. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video so others can maybe make the same sweater and we can all be matching at the concert whenever we go. So let's get started. As you can see here, I already had a head start in making some granny squares. The granny squares is going to be the front panel and the sleeve panel. And I'm gonna do a couple on screen with you guys. The pattern for the granny squares are basically simple. I just did half double crochets and 12 rows of half double crochets, and that was it. That's all I did. And then this is gonna be the back panel, and then we're gonna have some of the squares are gonna go on the back part of the panel, and the rest of it is going to go on the front and sleeve. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how I did the back panel of the sweater. Okay guys, so to get started, on the back panel, all we're going to need at the moment is 2 colors. So whatever 2 colors you want to do for the back panel, you going to grab them, and then have some scissors at the end and a 6.5K hook, and we're gonna get started. Okay guys, so with the main color, we are going to do a double crochet chain. If you don't know how to do it, I'm gonna leave a video. I'm gonna link the video where you can go ahead and work. So the first row we are going to do is going to be a double crochet chain. If you don't know how to do it, I'm going to link the video down below where you can go back and look at it, and then you can just meet me when you're done with it. And basically that's going to be considered our first row. And we're gonna do 48 double crochet chains, and I will meet you at the end once you're done with the 48 chains. Okay, so guys, I went off camera and I did my 47 chains of a double crochet. So basically this is going to act as our first row. And row 2, we're going to take our second color. And the second color is going to be our lettering. We're going to use the second color to do our lettering. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And the first 7 stitches, we're going to do a half double crochet in the first 7 stitches. And what we're gonna do, every time we go in and change our color, so this is how we're gonna do our first letter, which is gonna be the T. And we're gonna go in the first 3 stitches for the actually the first 9 stitches for the letter T. And now we're going to switch colors, and all we're going to do is whenever you're switching your colors, try not to put it too tight, because it's gonna make the next chain feel tight. And then our main color, we're gonna go into the next 3 stitches. And now we're gonna stop here and change color again. And now we're gonna work on the H. So we're gonna go into the next 3 stitches for the H. Now in the beginning, it's not gonna look like nothing in the beginning, but once you start having a few rows in, it'll start to look the part. Cause this is how it's looking so far. Then we're gonna change color again and single crochet, half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And we're going to change here for the second half of the H. And we're going to switch colors again and half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And we're going to change color again. So this is how it's looking. And we're going to half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. Then we're going to switch colors and finish the row off with our main color. And we're going to chain 1 and work on the back side. So the back side of it is going to look like this, but don't worry about it. So we're going to work the first 7 stitches with our main color. We're going to change color and chain the next 7 stitches. So we're gonna switch colors, and with the main color, do 3 stitches with the main color. And then every time you come to switch colors, just make sure you always put the work to the back. We're going to switch colors again and do 3 half doubles in the next 3 stitches. We're going to change color again. The next 3 stitches, you're going to put a half double crochet. Oops, let me go back, because I gotta change color again. And change color, and then we're gonna do 3 half double crochets. And now we are almost at the end of the row, and then we're gonna do our 7 half double crochets. So the beginning and the end of each row should have 7 half double crochets. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now as you're doing it, it's gonna, because right now it's upside down, but as you're doing it, this is the T here, this is where the H is gonna be, and then this is the E. So this row, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do this row. It's gonna be the first 3 rows are the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do this 3rd row, and then come back, and then we're gonna change up on the 4th row. So on this row, we're gonna start with the T. From here on out, it's gonna be very simple from here on out. So the T shouldn't be too hard to do. So all we're gonna do is 6 stitches of the main color and 3 in the secondary color, and then for the H, we're gonna do 1 more row of stitches, 6 stitches of the secondary color and 3 of the main, and then the E, we're gonna do 3 of the secondary color, and then the rest of the row is gonna be the main color. And I will meet you back at the end of the row. So this is how it's looking. the T, we should have the first 4 rows is gonna be the 9 stitches of the letter T, and then we should have five rows of the H, and then this is the E. So from here on out, the T, we're only gonna do 3 stitches of the secondary color, and for the H and the E, the next 4 rows. For the H, we're gonna do 9 stitches of the secondary color for the H, and then for the E is gonna differ. For the E, the next 3 rows we're gonna do 8 stitches of the secondary color, and then the rest of the row is gonna be the main color. When you get to the 4th row of the E, we're only gonna do 3 stitches here, like I have here, and then the rest of it's gonna be the main color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and I will be back to show you how the progress is coming along. So now I am back at the end of the row. This is how it's looking. So for this row, we're gonna do 3 stitches of the secondary color for the T. The H, we're gonna do 6 stitches, and then the E, we're gonna do 3 stitches of the secondary color, and then the rest of the row is gonna be the main color. And if I haven't said already, I'm gonna leave the links for the treble crochet chain, or rather the double crochet chain. I'm gonna leave a video for that, link the video for that, and then I'm gonna link the pattern, or rather the chart, the letter chart for the letters, so that way you can visualize and follow along with the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this row off camera, and I'll be back. So this is how it's looking. We are gonna go ahead and finish up the word, and the last 4 rows we're gonna have double crochet. For the T, we're gonna do 3 stitches for the T in the secondary color, 6 for the H, and then 9 stitches of the secondary color for the E. And then once we finish that off, it'll be 4 rows, and we can move on to the next word. And I will be back. I'm gonna finish off the last 4 rows off camera, and I'll be back to show you how the word is looking. This is how it's looking. I went ahead, and for the next row, I went ahead and did a treble crochet. And this is something that I'm gonna do between all of the words to separate it. So the next word we're gonna work on is the word boy, and I hope this helps. So let's get back at it.